of Crazy Geek, and I founded this 2 years ago to actually share my experiences and also get other people's experiences to share with the students and fresh graduates. So, Crazy Geek is a platform to bridge the gap between what students study in their college and how do you actually apply at work. And today we have a phenomenal speaker, which is very, very lovely. I met her through Instagram and also LinkedIn. A very kind and person full of heart. Her name is Nidhi, and we have Nidhi all the way from Mauritius. Hi, Nidhi. How are you doing?
Hi, Lavinia. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good too. So it's really, really great to see you. Very happy to meet you. And yeah, let's introduce about yourself. What are you currently doing? Where did you study before? What is your
Mhm.
professional qualifications?
Okay, firstly, Lavinia, I want to tell you that you're doing a very amazing work by helping students through the videos. And thank you for having me here to be part in this beautiful journey. So, about myself, as you said, I'm Vidhi and I'm from Mauritius. So, I have done my graduation in accounting and finance from the University of Mauritius, and I have completed in 2018. Soon after my final year examination, I started working in a Big Four company in the audit and assurance department. At the same time, I started doing ACCA. So, with my degree, I got exemption in level 1 and level 2 of the ACCA papers. So, I started directly from the level 3, that is the professional papers. In September 2020, I completed all the exams and I became an ACCA affiliate. Then in December 2021, I finally became an ACCA member. So I have worked like 2.5 years in the Big Four company in the audit department, where I have got the opportunities to work with a wider variety of clients from offshore, manufacturing, construction, retail business, a wide range of experience, and I've obtained the opportunity to work on every component of the audit, from the planning to the reporting. Then I shifted to public sector auditing, where I'm doing the same work, but for government bodies, and I'm working there. Mhm.
Okay.
That's a little about myself. Yeah.
You're very, very humble enough to share your experiences in a very short manner. But I
Yeah,
believe
short
that,
and simple. Yeah.
yeah, but I believe you have achieved so many things at a very young age. First of all, congratulations for becoming an ACCA member. I'm so happy for you. And I think that
Thank you
would
so much.
be
Yeah. Thank you so much.
most welcome. I think that would be a biggest inspiration to many students out there who has been in this journey, ACCA journey, but they are having a
Mhm.
tough time, especially during the pandemic, to actually get their
Mhm.
affiliation and all of that. So let's start with our first session.
Yes,
My
let's start.
very
Yeah.
first question is, from your experience, do you think there is a gap between what you study in your university or your ACCA with what you actually apply, especially in audit field, since you're already in the audit field itself?
Mhm. So, yes, before becoming an auditor, I got the opportunity to study auditing. So, I can tell you from my own experience that on the knowledge level, there is no major gap from your studies and what you learn, because auditing, as you know, is based on standards, on international standards. So, in your books, also, you're going to learn the same standards, and in your work, also, you are expected to apply the same standards. I give
Mhm.
you an example. For example, in our textbook, we learn about audit procedures on cash. The book will say you we have to do bank reconciliation, cash count, and bank confirmation, cash reconciliation. So this is in the books. When in actual you're going to test caching your work, you're going to do the same procedure. You're going to do a bank reconciliation. You're going to look for confirmation. So what is written in the book, you're going to apply it in the knowledge way. But the auditing field require much more than knowledge. It requires many skills which might not be learned in colleges and in textbook. For example, communication skills is a key for auditors. You have to be very good in communicating with clients to ask for information. You have to be very much alert while being an auditor. Such skills we do not learn it, from the books. So such skills, for me, I've learned it on field, by working on field, by observing my seniors. It comes in a certain way. It starts to come naturally after some time. Also, what I've noticed that in books, very often they tell you is that auditors need to use judgment at some level. Because they do mention about the concept of judgment, but they don't teach you how to use that judgment. This you will have to learn when you work. In work, in everyday life, you will have to use your judgment in the audit. And this can somehow become very hard for you because you don't know to what extent your judgment is right and whether you're going in the right way. But this comes with practice. You start to learn to do it better. And also, where I was working, seniors are helpful. They try to guide you how to process step by step. And after some time, it become a natural process.
Okay, that's really really great. Thank you so much for sharing that. This leads to my second question, which is, let's say if a student is in the university or college already studying, if they want to pursue in this industry, which means audit and assurance, what would be your suggestion as a first step for them?
According to me, it doesn't really go in that way, because when somebody chooses to do accounting in their university, they either choose it because not auditing, accounting is their favorite subject at school, or they believe that it is easy to get job in this field, or this field pays very well. That's the three major reasons why anybody is going to choose accounting. And within accounting will come auditing modules. So the major things they choose here is accounting. So the students really, I don't know about everybody, but at least me and many of my friends, we did not really have the idea that we are going to go into auditing as such. We went with auditing with the flow of time. It is like it came as an opportunity, so we got into it. It's like if we were going to get another opportunities or also, for example, in financial management, in accounting itself, so we would have gone maybe in that perspective field. So most students actually do not really know at the university level whether they want to pursue only auditing itself. So I would say when you are in university, for example, the first year or the second year, you don't really need to stress yourself over who you will go to auditing. You just have it's better you concentrate on your studies and you try to score well, because if you have good grades, you will easily get several opportunities. In your final year, you will definitely see auditing opportunities, because most audit firms, are linked to universities in some way. So the opportunities will come naturally. So it's better, go with the flow and don't really stress yourself about going into the auditing, because the opportunities is going to come. Just we need to give a little more time and wait for it.
Okay, so it's basically just go with the flow.
Yes, I believe go with the flow, because
Okay.
at a university level we cannot stress ourselves also so much. Have to really
Yes.
take it a little easy.
Exactly, Nidhi. I think even those who are working already, I still feel like many people just stress themselves a lot. I think that is one thing that we all need to take into account our mental health to actually
Yeah,
pursue what.
totally. This is the most important thing, mental
Yeah,
health. Yes.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So my third question, if let's say anyone who is pursuing any kind of
Mhm.
subject, it can be audit or accounting or
Yes.
tax or anything, what do you think would be the best way on applying the knowledge into a practical way when they are in the college itself, in the
Yes.
university itself?
Mhm.
So what would be your
So,
suggestion? Yeah, Nidhi.
yes, I would suggest them that they can do internship during the holidays.
Okay.
Many accounting firms and audit firms look for interns in busy season.
Mm.
So it will be a very good opportunity for students to go in the college holidays and learn work in as an internship. They will be exposed to the field. For example, if I say somebody is doing an internship in auditing,
Mm-hmm.
for example, in a Big Four, for example, the person is going to get the opportunity to see how the audit actually. She will get the opportunity to do simple audit procedures, for example, on cash or vouching for expenses. The person will also get the environment, get to see the environment, and also the person will be able to foresee how his future is going to be in such a profession. So the person is
Mm.
also better going to be able to make future choices. Secondly, I can say that, for example, the advanced audit and assurance paper is a very, very well balanced paper. It has so many case studies, and you are placed in a position of a manager, and you have to answer an audit manager, and you have to ask for an audit manager. So this is already a type of a practical experience itself that you are learning through the book. So you are like engaging in a real business situation. So the person, a student can do more and more case studies to upgrade his knowledge and to know how to apply audit in an actual business situation.
Okay, make a lot
Yeah.
of sense. I think many of them, even me back then, Nidhi, I was just like, okay, during my studies, I'll just study and then I'll get good marks. After that SAM break, I just don't want to do anything. But I never thought of actually filling up that time with going into internship. If I do it earlier, I think the life would be so much more easier. I mean, I would have enjoyed it, not studying stressfully. That is
Hmm.
another amazing thing that I think you are sharing about. And let's go to the
Yeah, but
next.
I also want to say that it's okay if you did not do any internship. That doesn't mean you won't get job opportunities. The job is okay if you did not do, but it's recommended you do it.
Yeah, because if not, then some of the students, even I had a problem with. I felt like why there is a gap when I went into a workplace. You
Mhm.
see, sometimes you feel you are defeated, or you feel you are not good enough, and that becomes a negative actions and all of that.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, just to avoid that to happen, it actually depends a lot on the person as well. Like whatever you said, Nidhi, some of them they prefer going a little bit more slower and things like that. Some of them they like to be challenged and to do things
Yeah,
on.
it
Yeah,
depends. Yes,
yeah,
it
it
depends.
depends on them.
Mhm.
Next question is, what was your challenges for applying the knowledge that you had? I mean, you have learned in ECCA and your
Mhm.
degree, and how do you apply that? Is there any challenges you face?
Firstly, I want to say that some IFRS, for example, are super tough to understand itself. For example, leases or financial instruments, that's very tough to understand. But today, I can say you that I have not understand this clearly. I struggle several places with the knowledge itself. So when I am working on such component in my audit, then I'm definitely going to get difficulties. I will have to do an extra work to be
Hmm.
able to test that component. I will have to go revise notes, make more notes, look for advice, watch videos so that I can understand, what to do. So yes, some concepts are extremely complicated, and but I think that it is normal to find some things, complicated. We cannot grasp everything in our mind, and it's like totally human to feel like this, but we should just like not feel like demotivated or low
Hmm.
confidence because we cannot retain something and seeing other
Yep.
people can. We should not feel like this. We should just understand that it happens. We have limitation. We take some more time, we learn it, and then we perform our work. Secondly, I want to say that the transition from student to employee is mentally very, very draining because it's a total different world. You leave the classroom and you go into the reality of a workplace. It is super hard. So what happens is that very often many students they start to feel, demotivated or low confidence, or they feel that they have forgotten everything they even know. They forget the knowledge.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes. Hmm. It happens, and it can happen to any one of us. But I want to tell students that if you feel like this, it's okay. You will have to give yourself some time to adapt because we humans, we cannot adapt a new situation that quick. We have to allow ourselves, to struggle a little, to make some mistakes, then to understand it better. With time, everything start to become okay. Like 3-4 months into working, you're going to feel better, more comfortable, and your confidence also is going to increase. You just have to allow yourself that time and ask help when you struggle.
That's a great thing, Aditi. Thank you so much for sharing that one. I think many students need to
That's my
say
personal
that.
experience. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. True, Nidhi. I think I have also gone through that, but some of them, like for me, I took it in a very, very negative way, which means I thought I'm not good. I'm not good
Yes,
in
I
this.
understand. I understand.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so
You
I
know,
actually completely gave up until one of my mentor actually pointed out, you know what, actually your mind is just not letting you to see that you need time. You need to,
Yes.
yeah, whatever you said, it is absolutely true. So yeah, you wanted to say
I
something.
understand your situation, how you felt. Many students felt the same way as you. And that's why now us, as we are more experienced in that field, we should like help others, to make them understand that whatever they're feeling is completely okay and there is nothing wrong with them. It's natural. And me and you, we both are going to do such thing now. We're going to like motivate others.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. My very last question for today's session. Would you mind sharing one of the mistakes that you have made when you were younger in your university or school days, which the adult Nidhi now would want to change back then?
This is the best question that you have asked. And I would like to tell you this very, very truly. I mean, okay. But I think I would not have chosen this field actually. I would have chosen something else. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay. I tell you why I chose accounting, because of the job opportunities and because of the good pay. And it is very true that there is ample of job opportunities in auditing, in accounting, and it pays well also. This is completely true. So I took the decision based on financial benefits only, because obviously financial benefits are very important for life. But as I have started my career and I'm growing into it every day, I realized that it is better and more important to like a work rather than thinking only about the financial benefits. Because a work, you're going to do it your whole lifetime, okay? And if you don't like it, somehow you're going to feel a little burnout or a little demotivated. Accounting is a very good field, very great, very interesting, but one should do it only when he or she is passionate about it and is willing to do this particular work his or her whole life. Okay, yeah, but it's not like I'm not like upset or regret that much to be in this
Okay.
field, because despite I'm in this field, I'm working in it. I get some time to do other things, other activities part time. Like I can study other courses which I like, online, and so I am also doing the other fields, which I would prefer to do. But yes, the accounting is here, and if I could, change a decision, maybe I would have chosen something else. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with accounting or something
Okay.
like this. It just
No, I
depends on the
understand.
person. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Nidhi, can I ask this? If you feel comfortable, you can share with us. If not accounting or auditing, what would be the field that you would have chosen?
I would have better gone in something more creativity, like writing stuff, writing stories. I really like doing such things.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Writing, creativity, design, something like
That's amazing. I think Nidhi,
yeah.
you need to start writing. So we
Yeah,
can
I
we
do it,
can
I do it in part time. I'm going to improve it and, bring it to a larger scale later.
Okay, that's great. Okay, we are waiting for you, Nidhi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for today's session. Is there any final words you want to share with the students itself or the fresh graduates?
I want to tell the students, when you do ACCA, the journey is quite tough. And somehow, sometimes you won't get success immediately. But the only way, to become an ACCA is to never give up. Even if you're not getting success in 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts, you just have to keep continue with it. And that's the only way to be successful in this field. So please don't let any failure demotivate you. Just keep trying, no matter how many attempts it takes. You have started it and you can definitely complete it. Also, I want to tell students, sometimes after your graduation, you will see that some friends will get job quicker than you. And you will find yourself still struggling with interviews, getting no replies. And this can be somehow, a little frustrating, a little ahead than you. But I just want to tell these students who are not able to find a job, as quick as others, this doesn't mean that there's anything wrong in you or anybody else is better than you. It is just a matter of time. You will have to be a little more patient than the other, and you are definitely going to get a job within the near future. Don't let the little delay, affect you mentally. There's nothing wrong in you. You just have to keep trying, looking for more jobs, and you're going to get it. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is amazing, Nidhi. I think I didn't actually face that problem, so I couldn't actually share that experience. Where the moment I applied, I actually got the job, and then the moment I
Mhm.
went into
Yeah.
the moment I went
Actually,
into
I got the job almost immediately after my graduation, but there
mm,
are many friends who did not get, and they tell me, they ask me for advice, and many juniors also talked about this
yeah,
to me. So I
okay,
know that many people are in that phase, so that's why
yes.
I'm telling. Hmm.
That's amazing. I mean, that is actually needed for many of them, especially during pandemic, because I actually
Yes,
receive
it's
a
more
lot of
difficult in pandemic. Yes.
I receive many texts on a like a weekly basis on someone who they asking, do you have any job placement, job opportunity, and all
Hmm.
of that. I think this is actually very very crucial. Thank you so much, Nidhi, for bringing that up. So that's all we have for today, and I really appreciate your time, your
Thank you for having
experience.
me. I'm so happy to talk to you and to all the students who will be watching this video.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. So, if anyone wants to get connected with you, they want to ask more about
Hmm.
audit field and all of that, what would be the best social media platform to get connected with you?
So anybody who wants to talk to me or discuss anything or any suggestion or just wanna talk, for their career or something, you can contact me on LinkedIn or my
Okay,
Instagram. I'll just share the profile with Lavanya and she can post it in the description box. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
sure. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Nidhi. Have a nice day, and I wish you
Have a nice
all the
day.
best.
Okay, see